teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a mid-season showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets open down the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. On the run, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're...
Got some room in under the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The give to the lone running back. Nod much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Burrell. Oh, the quick spin move. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The quick out. Can't get him to the ground.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Smith dropping to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a cut! Now he's loose. Strong, firm tackle. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top with the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Smith wants to throw. There's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Worley. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's DeMarco. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking to throw. Sets up the screen. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's locked. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Smith dropping to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making them think really quickly and make a decision.
The Badgers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Rides the back on the option, the give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Badgers can really attack on this second and short. Quick completion to the right. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
The Badgers are rolling down the field.
Let's go! Let's go!
Motion from the wide receiver. Smith wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The short hands, it's DeMarco. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
Wisconsin Badgers will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's Burrell. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Burrell. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The throw. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Buys a little time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Smith dropping to pass. Gets it to the back. Spins away from the defender. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the 1st.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Badgers want to move quickly.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fakes to grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
The Badgers with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. That's 20. He's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Skips away from pressure. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the ground. Touchdown, Badger! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Dallas. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Combs. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Open space at the 25. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Give to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete. Oh, what a cut! It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Wisconsin. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that they did on that possession.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 36 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's Burrell. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
To the air on first down. He's got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Pace, 27, jump.
Motion from the wideout. Smith wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Badger! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's DeMarco. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Makes the catch, it's Hicks. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Reeder. Breaks into the open. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll try to get outside. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's whirling. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged on the outside. It's locked. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart.
There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
To the air on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads it left. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Off play action. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll give it to him again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.